Greetings, my people. Welcome to another stream, another edition, another content of Ask the Future. Yours truly, Chris from Ask the Future. I hope everybody's okay. I mean, as you can see, no back to normal surroundings again. You know, yesterday when I done the review of the Brighton match, I was outside in the breeze. So back in the studio, back home again. So you're familiar with the surroundings and. Well, without much ado, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and please hit the like button and also share the videos if you can. Leave your comments as well. I must say I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna after this stream I'm gonna go straight to bed and get a couple of hours and then wake up in time to watch the match, or listen to the match later on. If I was able to watch the match, I'll definitely do a watch along. But at the moment, we haven't subscribed to Sky. We used to, but because of financial constraints, we've had to cancel our membership. But we're going to go back on there for next season. So we're going to be back with Sky again for next season. So hopefully we can give you some watch-alongs for the Premier League. Not every single game, but for the big games, of course, in the Champions League and also in the Premier League. And look out for it and watch out for it. Quite possibly we might be doing the FA Cup final, because we can of course stream the games and do live watch along for the games on TV, of course, like the FA Cup. So we're giving you those games, the game in the final, obviously the FA Cup final and the semi-final of the FA Cup. And so look out for that one, and we'll be doing that on, of course. So subscribe, and then of course stay close to us, or stay close to you. Yes, it's going to be a very massive game tonight, against one of the biggest clubs in the world, 6 times Champions League winners, Bayern Munich, 6 times champions of Europe. Arsenal have won it once. We've got to one lousy final, but Bayern Munich have won it 6 times. They've been in countless finals as well, and they're on bad form because they lost at the weekend 3-2. They also lost very recently to Borussia Dortmund, their big rivals in Germany. And Bayer Leverkusen have run away with the title over in Germany. Of course, Xabi Alonso is doing a very good job. And there's even rumours that he could possibly be replacing Thomas Tuchel at Bayern Munich for next season. Also linked with Liverpool and Real Madrid jobs. He played for those 3 big giants. So he's linked with all 3 of those jobs. But he's also saying that he could stay. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we have to try and get over in this Bayern Munich team. For those of you who remember, we lost 5-1 on 3 different occasions. Can you believe that? We lost 5-1 on 3 different occasions to Bayern Munich. We lost 5-1 twice out there in Germany. We lost 5-1 even at the Emirates. This is under Wenger, and Wenger's last years when Arsenal where Arsenal declined. This is a different Arsenal now. This is a very, very different Arsenal, very strong Arsenal, with a strong back line, a very productive midfield, and a strong midfield. Even though I think our midfield could be stronger, and it will be. Hopefully, we will strengthen it even some more in the summer. It's still a very, very strong midfield, and of course our attack, which is scoring goals left, right, and centre. And our goalkeeper looks steady. And we've got a decent bench now. Everybody's more or less fit now, with the exception of Jurgen Timber, who looks as though he ain't gonna play for us again until next season, or certainly in the pre-season games. But anyway, you see my team up here. What have I gone with? I've gone with David Raya in goal, and I've gone right back Ben Wright. He's been playing really well lately, Ben Wright. Excellent season, like he did last season. He kind of tailed off at the end, but he was very good up until about, say, February. Then he kind of teetered off a bit after that. And then left back is Tomiyasu. Hopefully he's fit again and fully fit and match fit to start, because I think we're going to need someone like him. He's very good in one-on-one duels, and he's on the left side. So who would he come up against? Probably, well, Bayern Munich switched their attack up a lot, so it could be Musiala on that side. It could be Muller on that side. If it's Muller, there's no problem. Musiala will cause him problems, I think. And it could be Kingsley Coman, one of my favourite players, and a player I wanted at Arsenal a few years ago. Well, anyway, that will be the back line. Ben White on the right side, Tomiyasu on the left side, Raya in goal. Of course, the two centre halves of Saliba and Gabriel. And I'm gonna go in the middle. I think you'll go for Jorginho. I want Thomas Partey there, but I don't think he'll play Thomas Partey. I think Thomas Partey will sit on the bench, and I think Jorginho playing will be seated, playing as a 6. Deckers will play on the as a left 8, and of course Captain Odegaard will play in the right 8. And I think up front, I think in the middle you got Kai Havertz, fella. Of course, you know a lot about Bayern Munich being a German. I think on the right side, Starboy plays, Bukayo Saka, and I think on the left is a combination of Trossard could play there, Martinelli could play there, and Gabriel Jesus. But I've got a feeling because of Gabriel Jesus' excellent Champions League form this season for us, I think Mikel Arteta will pick him ahead of the other two. Also, since that cut on that so-called cut on his foot, the cut that Gabriel Martinelli against Sheffield United a few weeks ago, yeah, ever since when he's not played, he's not started the match. He's come on off the bench, but he's not started. We don't know how severe that cut is to the foot, but I've got a feeling you won't risk him to start today because it's such a big game against incredible opponents. So I think he'll go with Gabriel Jesus, given that Gabriel Jesus played well, I think, against Brighton on Saturday. He won the penalty for our first goal, and he's very good in Europe this season. So I think he'll go for Gabriel Jesus. I think he'll get the nod, and I think Trossard will sit on the bench, and I think that'll be it. You see my lineup, so you see I'm going to put the lineup here, what I've just said, and also the bench will go, the substitute bench will go up after it as well, so you can see everything there. And all I is left to say is let's get this win in the first leg. We need, a lot of people have been saying we need to win it by at least 2 goals in the first leg, and I go along with that. I think any 2 goals or more will be very good for us. I think one goal is still quite solid because our defense is very good, and I think we can score out there. But just to be on the safe side, I want us to get at least a 2-goal lead in this match. A lot of people have been going for 2-1, 1-0, 2-0. I think we'll score 3 goals today. I really do. I've got a feeling we'll go for it. We'll score a few goals, but I think we'll concede. And even though our defence is very strong, we've not conceded a goal in the Champions League this season so far. All our games in the Champions League, we've kept a clean sheet. We kept a clean sheet against Lens, against PSV Eindhoven, against Sevilla in the group stages, and also against Porto in the last 16, the last round. So now, but no, we've not played anybody nowhere near as with the quality of Bayern Munich. So this is our biggest test so far in terms of, playing at home against a crack European team. And I've got a feeling we'll concede, but I don't mind if we concede, so long as we win the game handsomely. As I said, I'll take 3-1. 2-1 will be cagey, but I want a 3-1 lead. I'll take 2-0. Of course, I'll take 2-0. I think if we can get a 2-goal lead in this leg, I think we'll more or less go through, because I think I could see us scoring out there. It's not, as I said, it's not the Bayern. It's still a very good team, but it's not the Bayern Munich of 3 or 4 years ago. This team look like they're getting on. Thomas Muller is in his 30s. I think Kimmich I like a lot. We're linked with him, and I'm gonna do a show very soon about some of the players we're linked with as well. I must do, because it's been a long time since I've done a Champions, a transfer show. And so there you have it. I'm going to go for 3-1 to Arsenal in this first leg. And don't forget, we've got home advantage in a big way, because Bayern Munich, their fans have been suspended from coming over, from going to the match, because they threw fireworks, off at the game, the last round against Lazio. So because of that, UEFA's banned them from travelling. There'll be a few guys. I'm sure they'll get a few supporters trying to, nudge their way into the match. But they're not allowed in. They'll have to sit with our fans. They'll have to sit with their home fans, but they won't be allowed in. But obviously, when we play against them in the second leg, they'll have a full house. Of course, they will have a full house. The Allianz Arena, the mighty Bayern Munich. So let's hope that our home advantage gets us fair. The fact that we've got a numerical advantage as well. So let's hope that all that plays in our favour, plays into our hands, and we can win the game. And so, even I heard somebody say they were going to go for 4. I think it was Jordan from AFTV said he's going for 4-1. Wow, if that ever happened, then we're in paradise. So I'm going 3-1, and let's hope it's a good match and we win. We play well, we defend well. We have to defend really well, even though Bayern Munich are not on tip-top form. They've still got some excellent players. Harry Kane, of course, Kingsley Coman, who might play, Serge Gnabry, one of our ex-players, Leroy Sané, Yus Musiala. They got some top players. Thomas Muller still a very good player, even though he's in his 30s. Goretzka, Kimmich, you know, and they got a lot of players. They got Tell, who's a youngster who comes off the bench for them sometimes. And so we've got to be very, very careful that, you know, don't underestimate them because they're not on the best of forms, and they look as though they're going to lose out on the league for the first time in a decade. They've won 10 in a row. So it goes to show you the levels they've been at for a long time, and we can't take that for granted at all. And because we're top and we're playing well, we still need to focus and go for this. And I want revenge, so I want to win this game because they've beaten us 5-1 3 times. I don't think any team has ever done that to us 3 times in a row like that. It's crazy. But anyway, hopefully we can get this win. And as I said, if you go to the match, of course it's at the Emirates. You take care of yourselves, travel safely, stay out of trouble, and just enjoy the match. And hopefully we can win this game. Win this game well. We've got more or less got 1 foot into the semi-finals against either Manchester City or Real Madrid, or actually playing at the same time as us. A lot of people, and myself included, would have liked to have seen them play either earlier or later, or maybe even play tomorrow. But the way it's done, two teams play today at the same time at 8 o'clock. Then of course tomorrow the same thing. 2 teams play at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow it's Napoli or Barcelona, whichever way. Barcelona against Napoli, and Borussia Dortmund against Atletico Madrid. And so, you know, we see what happens there, you know, and so on. So you stay tuned, you take care of yourselves, and hopefully we win. Up the Gunners. Come on, you Reds. Take care, people. Adios.